The FF Jupiter has been such a great airplane to fly. I'm going to design a new one thanks to foam fighters. So here's the wing, the plans, but if you notice, I made it a lot bigger. So the edge of this is the wing. It's huge. Very big wing. And this is my aileron right here. I'm going to put flaps right here. Flaps. My motor will go right here. And then this is my fuselage. So the prop will fit right about there. So it should work. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out and then flip it over and copy the other side. So this is the process of my new bomber airplane with 2 bomb bay doors. Here's the wing. Working on it right now. I got stacks about 4 high and an angle for my airlift. Working on the air shafts for wing support. I have to build this up so this sits up like that. Same thing with here. I put some foam here so that when the airfoil comes over, it'll be a nice steady decline of an angle. So it's looking great. So I'm gonna keep working with it. Here's the wing with the airfoil on it. Not glued yet. I still gotta put servos in. I used a hair dryer on this to really make the crease nice and smooth. And here's my air shafts. I built up the middle part, give it the support. So air shafts are in, support's in. Next thing to do is work with servos. Thanks. Working on the tail. So I made bigger, about 1 inch on both sides, so 2 inches longer, and I just made this straight across instead of this right here. I'm working on the airfoil now. I have my air shafts in, about 1 inch back from the leading edge, and I'm gonna get my foam, put it right on the tape, then tape it like a hinge, and then fold it with a hairdryer. Well, I've done a lot since my last video. Nothing's glued. I'm taping everything together. I got my cuts for my wing to go here. I have to cut those slots on the bottom here. So right now I'm trying to get everything lined up. Same thing with my elevator, like that. And I'll just cut the slots so it will sit flush. So I'm just working with it. I'm going to put an air shaft all the way down the side here, and then my sidewall will butt against it for a good glue. I'm also doing this because my bomb bay doors, I'm not sure how high it's going to be, so I'm going to go ahead and do this first and then cut this out and work with my bomb bay doors. Alright, I got the wing put on. Just so you know, this side wall is about an inch wider than my original draft. So here you can see the line right here. That used to be my old airplane, or the plans, but I made it 1 inch wider. So the wing sits on top through these slots, and these slots are okay. That's fine, but this one right here I'll cut flush, so this will lay down flat. But looks great. I have both sides up. I have a edge right here, so the top plate will lay on the inside. I have air shafts, like I said, at the bottom. I put a little piece right here for reinforcement. Then I put arrow shafts right here, so when it butts against, it's the same dimension. So air shafts on the bottom and also here on top. This is my bomb bay door that I'm working on. I haven't got it hooked up yet or anything. I'm just in the process of making it. The back part right here, since it's a small compartment, I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this and not make this come open, the back hatch. Okay. Alright, Bombay 1 and Bombay 2 are in. I have arrow shafts going through, and this right here also helped tie down the wing. So the wing is not going to be glued, it'll be tied down with rubber bands. And if I wreck the airplane, I can just pull these out and save these for a new airplane instead of gluing everything in. It'll just pop out. So I have to hook it up. So you notice I have about an inch right here gap. That's a wall. And then this will open up like that. Right there. I also use magnets in here also. His elevator is done right here. I gotta work with the flap. But looking good. Just keep moving forward with it. And I'll probably end up cutting this off. I think this is a little bit too thick. I think I might just cut this back a little bit. Okay, working project. I finished working on my Bombay doors. I have it on 2 switches. There's one, and there's the other. I also have magnets on them. So along here, the edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2 right here. Okay, and that's how they set up right there. Alright, looking good. All I gotta do now is put them together. When I'm putting the Bombay doors together, I put some credit cards or some plastic cards along these holes, also on the outside, on both sides, and also underneath where the rubber bands will go through to give it all this a nice good support for the rods and for the rubber bands. Servos are in, wires are in for the motors. In the beginning of the video, I was going to put a little slot here. I did not. So now this is flush with this, so it has a little groove right here. And then up here, I cut a little slot out so my wires go through. Made a mistake with my motor mount. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's off a little bit with it being flush. So all I have to do is add a little washer with it to pull it out. Next phase is to glue it. Cut these out so I can get to the wires easier, but I'm going to build a canopy right here for the motor. Alright, gluing's next. Servos in for my elevator. This is now glued in. I'm working on my rudder. I have a wall put in here. I also have one in the middle. I also put another wall right here in front. My wheels are on now. 2 ways I did it. I had a little rod right here. I just sleeved the wheel itself. Then I had this right here go through the wheel, and then that worked really good. I also used a tube for the wire like that. Goes through like that. I also use these right here, and then I soldered both sides of them. I went ahead and cut this off like I said it was. I also made the nose longer. I had some CG issues, so I went ahead and added about 3 inches to the nose and reinforced everything, make it nice and strong. Here's my battery tray. Working on the hubcaps for the wheels, I just framed it out and then put a cap on top. I'm going to do that for the other wheels as well. Alright, got the airplane all hooked up, ready for the first flight. I got the rubber bands all attached. I got air intakes, an out intake for the air to flow. So this is my first flight, and then I'm going to cover these up and then paint it and then do a bomb drop later. But my time is running out. So first flight, here it comes.
I already did.
Okay, here we go. Turn it around. Line good. Bomb drop. I'm doing nice and low. 3, 2, 1.
This is amazing.
Oh, my door's stuck.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one is it? The one that you just opened?
Yeah. All right, bomb drop. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Okay, everything looks great except my bomb bay door won't close on me. So.
No. Coming for a landing? Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it won't close.
I see it. It's just barely open.
As you saw, the plane did very well. I tried to take off in the grass several times. It did not work. That's why I threw it. I took off the slats here. And also, I probably should have kept the flaps on. There are no flaps here. That was my design I was going to do, but decided not to do it. It would have helped me in the grass issue. So I'm having to throw it, which is not a big deal. Also, my bomb bay door, it was jammed with parachutes. I did get parachutes to come out, so I made a safe landing. So stay tuned for part 2 with color, paint, and more bomb drops.